They are both decent TVs if you like a lot this brand. First, you need to know that there are two versions of the Q7F. The one I show you in this video known as Q7FA, which has direct LED backlighting technology and has a very low amount of brightness. And there is another version known as Q7F5, which is not so common and it has LED backlighting technology and has more brightness. And about the Q8F, there are also two versions, both with LED backlighting technology. The difference is that the one I show you in this video is not compatible with the 120Hz nor 144Hz in 4K, while the other version does support these high refresh rates. Now, going back to this comparison with these models I have, you simply need to know that in terms of colors, they both show you pretty similar results, whether the content has HDR technology or when it's shown in SDR. They both have quantum dot color technology applied to their LCD screens, and the main difference here is that the Q8F has more brightness, hence the color's volume is superior and it has better reflections handling. Nevertheless, in terms of dark scenes performance, the clouding effect is less noticeable on the Q7F because it has less brightness, and that helps. The level of detail on both TVs is decent, and if you want less clouding on the Q8F, you will have to lower the amount of brightness and shadow detail, but in general terms, the results are not bad. You need to know that neither of these TVs have the feature known as local dimming. This means black colors don't look so deep compared to TVs with better LED backlighting technology. Gray uniformity on both TVs is okay, being slightly better on the Q8F, showing less dirty screen effect. Image upscaling is okay and the result is the same on both models. They both have the same processor and Samsung claims this is applied by using artificial intelligence. But from my point of view, this is not a big deal. Motion handling of both models is pretty decent. They both can decrease a lot judder effect, allowing a smooth results with no so noticeable artifacts. And the viewing angles are of course terrible, but this is normal because they both have VA panels. As you can see, colors look washed out when you watch their screens from a very wide angle. About the gaming area, you need to know that they both have these game bars with different features, being the most important the picture modes they offer, including the auto mode, which is supposed to choose the best picture mode by using artificial intelligence according to the type of video game you're going to play. Input lag times on both TVs are good in theory and in practice. General gaming performance of both models in this area is more than okay and perhaps will be more than enough for the vast majority of users. The amount of ghosting effect is not annoying and in fact in most cases might be imperceptible. And remember that neither of these versions are compatible with the 120Hz nor 144Hz in 4K, but apparently there is a version of the Q8F marketed in some countries which offers these high refresh rates, and I assume its performance in this area will be much better with perhaps zero ghosting effect. About the smart area, they both have the same remote, known as One Remote. It can be charged via solar panel or via USB Type-C port, which is great. The operating system is the same One UI Tizen by Samsung. Smoothness or fluency is okay. App Store is the same. You simply need to know that you cannot install APK files because this operating system is not based on Android, and the main difference here between these two models is that the Q7F is not compatible with the feature known as hands-free voice control, while the Q8F does support this option. About their inputs, the main difference is that for some reason the Q7F does not include the digital optical output, while the Q8F does include this option. In order to finish, you must know that in terms of their speaker system, in theory the power is the same, and in practice, from my point of view, the result is also the same. The performance is not super powerful, it lacks of bass, but is at least sharp with good clarity. However, if you want a much better experience, you will have to get a soundbar or home theater. Now, if you guys ask me which one of these models I recommend you the most, well, in terms of lifespan, I will tell you to get the Q7F because the direct LED backlighting technology is more reliable. The problem with the Q8F and other TVs with edge LED is that they suffer a lot from overheating at the bottom part of the screen, and this will affect a lot their lifespan. But of course it's up to you guys because the brightness and colors volume of the Q8F is much better. The Q7F is mainly for a dim or dark room. But guys, please let me know in the comment section down below which one of these models will you buy and why. I remind you guys you can support my channel by doing some purchases to the links I put in the description and in the first comment. Also click the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and until next time.